Hey, Jeff Shore here. I've said this many times before, and I know it sounds a little prickly, but I truly believe it. Oftentimes, the first question that new home counselors ask their customer when they walk through the door is some version of, "So, what are you looking for?" Maybe we've all done it at some time. Heck, a lot of us were taught to ask this in some bad orientation trainings.
I'm here for orientation.
Here's the problem. That question, what are you looking for? And then its cousins, what's your price range and how many bedrooms do you need? They can only tell you where the customer is going, but they tell you absolutely nothing about where the customer has been. So today on the 5-Minute Sales Training, I want to talk about understanding the difference between a buyer's front story and their back story. It's an important conversation. Stick around. Welcome back, everyone, to another 5-Minute Sales Training, where today we're talking about understanding the buyer's backstory and how it matters much more than understanding their front story.
Well, there is a story there.
Now, I know I'm making up the term front story, but you understand what I mean. The front story is the easy part. It's what they want. It's what they're shopping for, what they say they need right now. And if I can be frank, it doesn't take a particularly skilled salesperson to get that part of the story. Oftentimes, the customer could fill it out on a registration card. But the backstory is different. It's what happened before they ever showed up. The frustration, the disappointment, the catalyst, the life moment that finally pushed them into action.
And that was the last straw.
You see, people don't buy because of where they're going. They buy because of what they're trying to get away from. Have you noticed how salespeople just love having solutions at hand? And I get it, and I love it too. We love forward motion. We love to jump ahead and start fixing things. But when we do that too early, we end up solving the wrong problem. Imagine calling a financial advisor and saying, "I'm feeling stressed about money." And then having that advisor respond, "Great, are you more interested in stocks or mutual funds?" It's technically relevant, I guess, but it's wildly premature. Because stress isn't about the products, it's about history. It's about decisions and mistakes and fear and pressure and uncertainty. And until that is understood, any solution is nothing more than a guess. Every buyer who walks through your door has a backstory. Something didn't work. Something broke. Something disappointed them. Something finally became intolerable.
I can't stand this anymore!
And yet, most sales conversations never uncover that. Why? Because we rush. We rush forward into the solution before fully understanding the concerns. Now, let me address the question that always comes next. Do buyers want to share their backstory? And my answer is yes. Absolutely yes. But they only want to share it with someone who seems genuinely interested in hearing it. If all you do is race towards specifications and features and outcomes, there's no reason for them to trust you with the deeper story. So here's the shift I want you to consider. Instead of starting with, "What are you looking for?" try starting with curiosity. Something like, "Can I ask you something before we get into the details? What's been happening that made you decide now is the right time to take a look in the first place?"
Thanks for asking.
Now, that question doesn't feel invasive. It feels thoughtful. And more importantly, it opens the door to understanding context. When you understand the backstory, something powerful happens. You stop selling things and you start selling solutions. You stop matching features and you start relieving pressure. The buyer at that point feels understood, not handled. There's a quote often attributed to Peter Drucker that I've always loved. He said his greatest strength as a consultant was that he was willing to ask questions and remained curious. That is a great posture for salespeople. Not ignorance, but humility. Not control, but curiosity. A mindset that says, "I can't help you well until I understand you fully." So here's my challenge to you. On your next sales conversation, slow the beginning down. Resist the urge to jump ahead. Ask fewer forward-looking questions and ask one really good backward-looking question. Because when you understand what they're coming from, pointing them to where they should be going becomes a whole lot easier. As I have often said, if you know your customer well enough, the sale will roll out right in front of you. Hey, thanks for watching the 5-minute sales training once again. Right now, hit the like button, click right there, just right there. Yeah. If you're enjoying these episodes, make sure you subscribe. We want to keep bringing you new content. But until next time, learn more to earn more.